Great, thank you. Good morning, Coach Baldwin-Tener. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing well. Always good to hear from you on the teleconference. And as a reminder to the members of the media on the call, please press *1 to get in the queue to ask questions for head coach Sharon Baldwin-Tener of Georgia State. Coach, before we get to that, your thoughts on the season so far?
I think we've had a lot of up and down play. I think that there have been times where we've played well when we've had everybody healthy. Obviously, a couple of games in, we lost our starting point guard, Madison. And I think, we had to adjust and we had to get two freshmen out there ready to play. I think they've come a long way. Then we've had some other injuries and had some people miss some games for funerals and that sort of thing. So I hope that at this point in time we're all getting healthier and that we can come on strong here and have a good, strong finish.
Coach, who stepped in to replace the key starters that you've missed due to injury?
Jada Lewis, a freshman from McEachern High School, and then Jalen Harrison from Florida. They both stepped in. Really, Jada, I was going to play her more on the wing, and she does play some wing, but has to play more point now with the loss of Madison.
And what's really been the challenge in getting them into the mix and playing roles that maybe they weren't, planned on being put into prior to the season starting?
I'll tell you, to tell you the truth, Madison started for us last year, was freshman of the year, and led the league in assists and also led the league in turnovers. So having a freshman point guard is kind of tough. No question, you learn. And I was hoping to reap the benefits of that, this year. But she's strong. She gets to the basket. She gets fouled a lot. And I think those are two areas that our freshmen don't really do like she does. And I think that they've done a great job. They both have great attitudes, great work ethic. I think they're both going to be really good players. But it's hard when you're just thrown in as a freshman, and point guard is such an important position on the floor, and they've got to understand the timing of getting the ball where it needs to be and what needs to happen. And then defensively, you're the first line of attack there. So, I think it's been a learning curve for both of them. I'm proud of them. I think they both have really fought and continue to get better every day.
Coach, you've had a number of games on Watch ESPN and ESPN3. What's it been like to have the exposure of that medium to telecast all your home basketball games?
I think that's great. It's a great opportunity for our program, for our school. It helps all the fans be able to see us if they're not able to make it to the sports arena, and also from people that are recruits from afar. I think it's a great opportunity and exposure for all of our team and our program.
Coach, this season you are second in the league in rebounding. What's been the key to having that be a strength of your team this year?
I think we emphasize rebounding from the get-go. I mean, we did fairly well last year in rebounding as well. We've got I think it's a lot of heart, and we've also got to box out, and that really takes no ability. I think that Tip has helped us as far as she's very athletic, able to crash offensive boards as well and be able to get around people. But I think that's something that we've got to continue to do, and we've got to bring up some of the other stats in some of the other areas, like shooting percentage. We've got to be able to shoot the ball and put it in the basket, and, defense as well.
Coach, finally, we started off the call with head coach Angel Elderkin of App State. The Women's Basketball Initiative is coming up next week, which the Sunbelt is partnering with the American Cancer Society on. Your thoughts on the initiative coming up next week for Coach Elderkin?
I think it's great and a great opportunity, and I have so much respect for her and what she's gone through. And I'll tell you, she's a fighter, that's for sure. And, I'm proud to know her and to be a part and hopefully help and be able to help this cause. And,
Coach, what does it mean for the Sunbelt to be bringing all 12 teams down to the tournament this year for every team to participate in our March championship?
I think it's a great opportunity for the schools to know that they're going down there so they can make plans, one thing. But I think, too, I think it's a true tournament. There are a lot of upsets in March. That's why it's called March Madness. So you don't really know. I mean, at this point in time of the year, we've got 8 teams that are right there one game apart from each other. And the same thing may be when we finish the season. So, I think on any given night, anything can happen. And I think it's exciting for all the teams and all the programs to be able to do that.
Well, Coach, thank you very much for joining us this morning, as always, and we'll see you in March. So best of luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.